In 2002, 500 parents, business owners, clergy, teachers, school administrators, and city staff came together to answer the question, how can we dramatically increase the levels of education in our community?
When we were looking for something that could turn education around in the city of Paramount and how to be invested, I was mayor at that time, and Mr. West had a tradition of always going to his mayor and saying, what is it you want to do with your year? What is it you want to accomplish? I think he was a little taken back when I said, education. I don't think it was about 2 weeks later, he came back to me and said, wow, I just went to the greatest seminar and I heard this man speak. His name is Richard Hollingsworth. He's from the Gateway Cities Partnership. Richard died, unfortunately, before he saw this program become the huge success that it is, but he was the choreographer of PEP, wouldn't you say?
I would say that, absolutely.
The result of these meetings and discussions was the Paramount Education Partnership. PEP, as it has come to be known, is an alliance between the City of Paramount, the Paramount Unified School District, and the Paramount Chamber of Commerce.
We're working with the Gateway Cities Partnership, who then actually put together a plan, steps that we would take, where we needed to go. And that again came from the feedback that we got from the community, like from the residents. One of the things that they told us is we would like learning facilities closer to us.
So we figured out, first we opened up a learning center that housed 50 computers and exceptional tutors that all these students could go to these learning centers and get homework help.
Then there were the students who told us, you know, I would love to go to college, but I have no transportation. Hence the college-bound buses came into play. The school district had a program in place called MESA, but their attendance was super low. So the city's marketing plan went into play. There were all kinds of pieces to the puzzle that had to happen that came from each different segment of the community telling us what they needed.
We then needed to go sell the program to the community, to the parents and the kids. We would take kids in Mesa and then other kids to Long Beach Community College, to Cal State Long Beach, to other colleges. The staff and faculty would meet us and talk to the kids about what it's like to go to college and the benefits of that. And I think that just started breaking down the barriers for everybody to get excited about, I'm going to college.
I recall some of the strategies that were important to enhance education here in Paramount were things such as making sure that we communicated to the entire community that this was going to be an available program for students, for families, and for stakeholders to be involved with.
The program offers various scholarships to students attending community college, university, and technical institutions.
As far as fundraising for these scholarships, everybody was totally on board. The business community, they were willing to donate. The city was willing to help out in any which way. And then the students in the community themselves got involved. We started a Pennies for PEP program to try to raise money. We got to change the name to Pennies to PEP program because now they are raising tens of thousands of dollars for this program. So as you can see, the whole community is working and has evolved to make this program work, and it's working.
We've had over 300 children receive PEP scholarships, and we've given out over $1 million.
Every new council member, every new city manager, they all support this program, not only just by putting in sweat equity, but also with a general fund budget.
PEP builds a culture of education that instills in every child the idea that their future will include college.
The PEP program has been transformational. It's not only been a great model for any number of reasons, but it has changed the lives of individuals as well as families here in the city of Paramount.
PEP strives to encourage residents to go as far as possible in their educational goals as an economic engine to stimulate a stronger, safer, and richer community.
That vision and dream just kind of exploded and just went way, way over what we decided to do. Those learning centers are now all these students there, they're getting help. It's also the home base for these parents. There's these group of mothers that are exceptional that they form these English as a second language classes, citizen classes, health and exercise classes.
With donations primarily from local businesses and other community members, PEP has awarded more than $1 million in scholarships to Paramount students.
In the future, I see PEP just continuing the way it's going right now and then just getting more and more Paramount kids into higher education, postgraduate education, high-paying jobs, starting their own businesses, coming back and investing in Paramount. So that's what I see.
And I would love to see, our initial goal was a really big one, but maybe one day we'll achieve it, which is that any kid that lives in the city of Paramount or is part of the Paramount Unified School District that wants to go to college or to a technical training school, that they have that opportunity.
I believe PEP hopes to achieve in the future is something that's bigger than Paramount. The well-being and the education of a large body of individuals, families, and students will no doubt make a difference in our entire state, if not our entire nation.
For more information on the Paramount Education Partnership, visit ParamountEducation.org.